Roach didn't back down.
At all. And did you see the size difference in the ring? Obviously, Roach being the bigger man, but
Roach came up. Roach normally fights at 130. He came up to 135.
Hopefully, after I win, I can defend both. I want to unify, or, if we do a rematch, then we could do that.
Everybody's trying to protect that O. Ain't nobody want to take no chances. Because they feel now if I take a chance, I lose. Ocho, my career. Bro, stop it.
ESPN Analysts went off on Gervonta Tank Davis for turning down a rematch with Lamont Roach. And let's just say, it's not a good look. Fans were ready for Davis to step back in the ring and prove he's the real deal. But now, people are starting to wonder if he's avoiding a legit challenge. Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe didn't hold back, basically calling him out for not acting like a true champion. With the boxing world buzzing and fans demanding answers, Davis is feeling the heat. Has he just dodged a fight that could have defined his legacy?
I just so happen to be a boxing fan that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we taking?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July for sure.
The fight between Davis and Roach was highly anticipated, with fans expecting Davis to showcase his dominance. However, the match unfolded differently. Roach's performance exceeded expectations, challenging Davis throughout the bout. The pivotal moment occurred in the 9th round, when Davis unexpectedly took a knee. He later attributed this to hair grease entering his eyes, impairing his vision, a claim that sparked controversy and skepticism. The referee did not count this as a knockdown, a decision that has been widely debated. ESPN analysts were vocal in their criticism of Davis's performance and the circumstances surrounding the 9th round incident. They questioned the legitimacy of Davis's explanation and expressed concerns about his preparedness and focus. Smith remarked, "In boxing, distractions can be costly. Champions must ensure they're fully prepared, both mentally and physically." Max Kellerman added, "The incident raises questions about Davis's training regimen and attention to detail."
I gotta stand down and give mad respect to Lamont Roach. Brother fought one hell of a fight. This was a damn close fight. Gervonta taking a knee should have been a knockdown. Either way, Roach has skills, fought his ass off, deserves nothing but respect. He earned the boxing world's attention tonight. He has mine. Thought he'd be too small. I was wrong.
Sports analyst Stephen A. Smith expressed concerns about Roach's size disadvantage against Davis. Smith stated, "I think Roach is too small. That's my issue. I'm not questioning his skill set or anything like that." This perspective was shared by other boxing experts, including former interim WBC lightweight champion Ryan Garcia, who commented, "I don't think Roach has the firepower to hold off Tank. I think he's got great skills, but you really have no chance."
Give you my picks on 3 fights taking place Saturday night at the Barclays Center in New York City between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, Gary Russell versus Jose Valenzuela, and Sandor Martin versus Alberto Puello. Gervonta Davis uses knocks somebody out inside of 85 punches because he's clearly capable of that. But I just see this as being a kind of fight where he's going to have to run him down. He's going to have to walk him down, rather, and he's going to have to throw some punches before he ultimately catches him. And that's how I view it. So I'm going to go with more on this particular one. Next up.
Lamont Roach Jr. has expressed a strong desire for a rematch with Gervonta Tank Davis, following their controversial majority draw on March 1st at Brooklyn's Barclays Center. The bout concluded with one judge scoring it 115-113 in favor of Davis, while the other 2 judges had it even at 114-114. A pivotal moment occurred in the 9th round when Davis took a knee, citing an eye irritation, but referee Steve Willis did not rule it a knockdown. Roach believes this incident impacted the final outcome and has voiced his disappointment, stating, "I thought I pulled it out. I definitely thought I won, but we can run it back." Davis has also shown interest in a rematch, aiming for it to happen by the end of May. Both fighters seem eager to settle the score and provide a definitive conclusion to their rivalry.
From a division lower, moves up and gives Tank Davis his toughest fight. I thought beating him on the inside, making him miss, putting offense behind defense after making him miss being more active. Obviously, Tank's going to have the edge in power. Tank is going to have the edge in power strikes. I think ultimately the stats spoke to that. I don't think that this was a disaster. I think it'd be strong to call it a disaster. The fight was not great up front. The fight was not great in the middle, but it was very good. Now, not amazing, but definitely very good down the stretch. I think we can all agree with that.
Despite Lamont Roach Jr. as frequent calls for a rematch following their contentious majority draw on March 1st, Davis has indicated that an immediate rematch is not in his plans. The bout concluded with one judge scoring it 115-113 in favor of Davis, while the other two judges had it even at 114-114. A significant moment occurred in the 9th round when Davis took a knee after a jab from Roach, leading to debates about whether it should have been ruled a knockdown. Referee Steve Willis did not count it as such, a decision that has been widely discussed. Roach's team appealed the draw, seeking a review of the 9th round incident. However, the New York State Athletic Commission upheld the original decision, citing that both fighters adhered to the referee's rulings during the match. Davis acknowledged Roach's performance, but stated that a rematch is not his immediate priority. He hinted at other plans for his next fight, suggesting that fans would see in a minute who his next opponent would be. Speculations have arisen about potential matchups, but no official announcements have been made. Roach, expressing disappointment over the commission's decision to uphold the draw, remains determined to secure a rematch. He believes there is unfinished business and continues to advocate for another bout to settle the controversy. As both fighters chart their paths forward, the boxing community remains keenly interested in whether a rematch will materialize or if Davis will pursue other challenges in his career.
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
You might see it in a minute.
The controversy surrounding Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach fight has escalated as the New York State Athletic Commission, NYSOC, has officially launched a review of the bout's outcome. According to Boxing Kingdom, technical difficulties initially delayed an immediate assessment of the pivotal 9th round incident where Davis took a knee. Many argue this moment should have been ruled a knockdown in Roach's favor, potentially altering the final decision.
Even without the knee, that should have been a knockdown. I thought I should have won a competitive fight. I think I did what I needed to do necessary to bank the rounds. I'm just a little frustrated with the scorecards. I thought I should have won.
The boxing community and fans reacted strongly to the bout's outcome. Many believed Roach deserved the victory, feeling that the non-call of the knockdown in the 9th round affected the final result. Social media platforms buzzed with debates, with hashtags like #RoachRobbed trending. Prominent figures in boxing also shared their views. Floyd Mayweather commented, "Tank still got it, but that 9th round was a mess. Roach gave him a real fight. Rematch makes sense." Shakur Stevenson added, "Lamont outworked Davis, no question. That draw stinks of favoritism." In the aftermath, there has been a growing clamor for a rematch between Davis and Roach. Roach expressed his desire for another bout, stating, "I definitely thought I won this fight. I went toe-to-toe with one of the best and I proved I belong at 135. They can boo all they want, but I'm not satisfied with a draw. I want that rematch." Davis, acknowledging the contentious nature of the fight, indicated openness to a rematch, saying, "Lamont's a great fighter, but I felt I did enough. The grease in my eye threw me off, but I'll be back stronger. Let's run it back."
I mean, he didn't fall down on himself. The wind didn't push him and made him fall on his knees. I had to boom hit him with that right hook, hit him with that left hook, and made him fall, hit him with that body shot, pow. I don't know, but that wasn't an official knockdown. Me, I feel like that should have been an official knockdown, but hey, I'm not a professional ref. I don't even know the rules for real. I just know, boom, don't hit nobody in the back of the head, don't hit nobody, to keep your hands up at all times, and no low blow shots. That's all I know. But y'all, is y'all going to anticipate they need to have a rematch? Should they have a rematch, yes or no? Y'all let me know. Should they have a rematch, yes or no? Do y'all actually even want to see the rematch, yes or no? Because me, I want to see the rematch. I need to see a rematch because, bro, this was too good of a fight for it to be a draw. Like, they should have, that same night, all right, it's a draw. We're going for 3 more rounds. 3 rounds, 1-minute rounds. Boom, we got to settle this. And whoever wins, that's win.
Davis has revealed his plans to step away from boxing, citing a desire to prioritize his mental health and personal development. The undefeated WBA lightweight champion expressed that the sport has instilled in him an aggressive mindset, which he now seeks to temper, particularly for the sake of his 2 daughters. Davis acknowledged that while boxing has shaped his identity, it has also fueled emotions that he no longer wishes to carry. In a candid statement, Davis said, "I want to do therapy. I want everything out of me, whereas though I'll never think about fighting again." His words reflect a deep yearning for transformation, moving beyond the warrior mentality that has defined his career. Rather than continuing to chase titles, Davis is choosing to focus on self-improvement, embracing therapy as a means to find inner peace. This decision marks a significant shift for the 29-year-old fighter, who has built a reputation as one of boxing's most dominant and explosive athletes. By stepping away, Davis hopes to reinvent himself beyond the sport, setting an example for his children and proving that true strength lies not just in the ring, but also in personal growth and emotional well-being.
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry, you know what I mean? Because I have 2 girls, 2 daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean? Be more humble and things like that.
The majority draw between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. has sparked significant controversy, particularly due to a pivotal incident in the 9th round. During this round, Davis voluntarily took a knee, citing eye discomfort from hair grease, but referee Steve Willis did not count it as a knockdown. This decision has been widely disputed, as a knockdown ruling would have awarded Roach a 10-8 round, potentially altering the fight's outcome. The New York State Athletic Commission is reviewing the incident, acknowledging that technical issues prevented an immediate assessment during the match. This scrutiny adds to the ongoing debate over the WBA's role in the contentious result.
But I must say, do it enough.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring? And was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on? And
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning, and you know, like, you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than, you know. But I didn't really know that you can, like, get disqualified for all that. Or, like, when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
Mike Tyson has expressed admiration for Gervonta Davis's abilities, stating that with continued dedication and the right choices, Davis has the potential to achieve legendary status. While Tyson acknowledges Davis's talent, he also emphasizes the importance of making prudent decisions both inside and outside the ring. This mentorship-like advice underscores Tyson's recognition of Davis's potential and the pitfalls that could hinder his ascent.
I don't really be trying. I like to hit the face.
What was Mike Tyson?
He was a brawler.
Brawl means more than one person. So he knocked people out real quick. You knock people out real quick.
Yeah, but I can knock you out like...
So you saying that you can knock him out faster than Mike Tyson, probably, if it was a challenge?
Mike Tyson got power and skills. I feel as though like I have like the whole package.
George Kambosos Jr. did not hold back in his critique of Gervonta following Davis's controversial draw against Lamont Roach Jr. Kambosos highlighted Roach's exceptional performance, noting his skill and resilience in the ring. He was particularly impressed by Roach's ability to challenge Davis, a feat not many have achieved. Reflecting on the bout, Kambosos questioned Davis's capability to compete against top-tier fighters. The fight itself was marred by controversy, especially in the 9th round when Davis took a knee without being credited with a knockdown. This incident led to widespread debate, with many in the boxing community believing Roach deserved the win.
What did you make of that fight on the weekend? What did you make of the controversy in that one?
Look, I had just finished my recovery session, so I was pretty docile and relaxed, and then the fight, especially at the start of it, wasn't too thrilling and too action-packed, so I was starting to doze off a little bit, but I woke up a little bit more when, obviously, Lamont started giving him some work, and he looked good, man. I got to give respect to Lamont Roach. He proved a lot of guys wrong. I think he shocked Tank a lot with what he was able to bring, and again, we saw the controversy with the knee. To me, that's a knockdown. You can't just take a knee and decide to, go to your corner and get your face wiped. So, yeah, if that's a 10-8 round, Lamont wins the fight. So it's unfortunate, but that's the fight game. Hopefully they'll do it again and he gets paid. What he's worth.
Have you ever seen anything like that in boxing before? A guy sort of just
We've
voluntarily
seen Floyd take a knee and be put on the count. We've seen Miguel Cotto, take a knee, obviously into his corner, be put on the count.
Despite the controversy, Tank Davis appears to be more focused and determined than ever. Reports suggest that he has reconsidered his initial thoughts on retirement and is now fully committed to securing a rematch with Roach. Many fans and analysts have noticed a change in his attitude, as he seems more willing to step back into the ring and prove himself. Tank's decision to move forward with a rematch is a significant shift in his career plans, indicating that he is ready to silence his doubters and reclaim his dominance.
Well, it looks like Tank was not playing about this rematch, man. He's looking to probably get back in the ring with Roach by the end of May. And as far as that retirement stuff, it looks like that's out the window as well.
Course of your plans for your future?
Yeah, it definitely changed my plans. It definitely changed my plans. I probably got like 4 more fights now, for sure.
But I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. As much as, we hate the fact that he had a draw, I think this was the best thing for Tank. You could just kind of see, even in the press conferences and everything like that, he was kind of forcing himself to be interested. And I only know one person that can bring his interest back. Calvin is the key, man. Calvin has known Tank since he was a child. Nobody knows Tank more than Cal, man. He's the only person that I believe that can bring the best out of Tank. But what do y'all think, man? What do you think Tank needs to do differently in his next fight so he can get back to doing stuff like this, man, at the end of his fights? Comment down below.
Boxing analyst Showbiz the Adult has made a bold prediction regarding the anticipated rematch between Davis and Roach Jr., asserting that Roach will secure a knockout victory. He bases this forecast on Roach's impressive performance in their initial bout, where Roach not only went the distance with Davis, but also showcased resilience and skill that few have managed against the undefeated champion. In the first encounter, which concluded in a controversial majority draw, a pivotal moment occurred in the 9th round when Davis took a knee, citing irritation from hair grease entering his eyes. This incident was not ruled a knockdown by referee Steve Willis, sparking debates within the boxing community. Showbiz the Adult dismisses Davis's previous explanation regarding the eye irritation, suggesting that such distractions will not influence the outcome in the rematch. He believes that Roach, having already demonstrated his capability to challenge Davis over the full duration of a fight, will enter the rematch with enhanced preparation and determination. This time, Roach aims to eliminate any reliance on the judges' scorecards by pursuing a definitive knockout, thereby solidifying his status in the lightweight division.
You got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? That is it. Lamont, please say that in the second fight. Any questions? You got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? You got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? Hey, bruh, be on that. Because here's the thing. He never hurt Roach. Roach just waited. And Roach was squared up and turned sideways. And I'm like, oh my God. I didn't think he had that. He was like, I'm like, oh my. And then he just sitting there like, you can't. I know what you're going to do because I've trained with you since we were kids. Tarver beat Roy, but he knew Roy since amateurs. Roy said he never liked fighting sparring partners because they know you so well. I should have listened to Roy.
A pivotal moment occurred in the 9th round when Davis took a knee after a jab from Roach. Referee Steve Willis did not rule this as a knockdown, a decision that has been widely debated. The New York State Athletic Commission, NYSAC, later acknowledged that technical difficulties prevented the use of instant replay to review this incident in real time. Specifically, the commission stated that a technical issue prevented them from receiving the replay video within the allotted time for review, leading them to rely on the referee's in-ring decision. This acknowledgement has intensified discussions about the fight's outcome, as a knockdown ruling could have altered the final scorecards in Roach's favor. Despite the controversy, the NYSAC has upheld the original decision, stating that since the bout continued for more than 3 full rounds after the referee's no knockdown call, and because the boxers necessarily adjusted to the referee's ruling, the call was not outcome determinative.
To override his decisions or knockdowns. Some skeptics have suggested that Willis's call benefited Davis unfairly, but we do not subscribe to that notion. In our long experience judging fights, we see no evidence of favoritism, only a referee prioritizing the physical safety of a fighter who appeared compromised by an eye injury, which I actually get. I understood
that statement because, hey, look, Steve Willis he didn't call it a knockdown.
You take a knee like that looks like a knockdown, all right?
So I think it's going to be very difficult for the New York State Athletic Commission to review this and then call it a knockdown.
WBA President Gilberto Mendoza made a shocking statement regarding Gervonta Davis's fight against Lamont Roach. Taking to Twitter, he reiterated, "Let me repeat. I stand by what was expressed last Sunday in Ring Magazine, based on my 30-plus years of experience. Taking a knee without a punch shall be ruled a knockdown. It affected the result of the fight." This remark has placed Davis under intense scrutiny, as it implies that an incorrect ruling may have influenced the outcome. Fans and analysts are now debating whether the fight should be reviewed or potentially overturned. MMA journalist Ariel Helwani has analyzed the recent fight between Davis and Lamont Roach Jr., describing it as satisfactory but not exceptional. Helwani particularly focused on the controversial 9th round when Davis took a knee, arguing that such actions should be deemed a knockdown under standard boxing rules. This perspective aligns with the sentiments of many fans and analysts who believe that the referee's decision not to count the knee as a knockdown significantly impacted the fight's outcome. The incident has sparked debates about rule interpretations and the consistency of officiating in boxing matches.
And this, that, and the other, like it all kind of felt like an afterthought. And then the fight happens, and truth be told, like the fight wasn't the best fight of all time. It was fine. It wasn't your vintage Tank Davis fight. There wasn't a knockout. There wasn't a knockdown scored by him. It was just sort of fine. If that was your first time watching Tank, you're probably like, okay, yeah, sort of, I get it. But it kind of speaks to his demeanor going into the fight. Like it just felt a little bit underwhelming. And then we get to the 9th round, and then it's complete madness because in the 9th round, you probably have heard by now, the fight is moving along, and it is important to note that Lamont Roach lands a jab or two, and where we want to start the clock is up to debate, but he certainly lands a punch. And then seconds after that punch lands, that jab lands, all of a sudden Tank Davis takes a knee. He quickly takes a knee, and there it is right there. 9th round, 217. He is taking a knee, and he's looking to his corner. And he also, ever so briefly, it appears as though he's almost trying to call time. Let me tell you, in case you don't know, in boxing, you take a knee, that's considered a knockdown. You cannot call time. And you know what you also can't do? You also can't go to your corner mid-round and ask them to wipe your face. Ask them to do anything. You can't get a swig of water. You can't do this. You cannot do that. But that all happened. And so the referee for this fight is a legendary referee. Steve Willis, you have probably seen him in GIFs. He's got that kind of like big-eyed look. You've definitely seen him. He's a veteran of the fight game. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I'm not suggesting he was in on it. But there was certainly a fumbling.
What do you think about the controversy surrounding the Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach Jr. fight? Should Davis grant Roach an immediate rematch, or did he do enough to win? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.